Boeing and Nigeria's Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development have signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen the country's aviation sector.
Nigeria has shocked the world once again, this time by making a bold move to reposition West Africa as a central force in the global aviation value chain, announcing a landmark partnership with U.S. aircraft giant Boeing to establish one of Africa's most advanced maintenance, repair, and overhaul or MRO facilities. The news has reverberated across the continent, not just because Nigeria is entering the elite club of nations with world-class aviation maintenance capability, but because the scale, ambition, and strategic timing of the project feel almost mind-blowing. At a moment when Africa is fighting to claim its rightful place in the global economy, Nigeria has essentially declared that the era of dependence on foreign maintenance hubs is coming to an end, and that West Africa is ready to play in the big leagues.
It's excellent for Nigeria and it's excellent for Africa because, importantly, aviation in Africa represents $63 billion in terms of what it generates in revenue and also over 8 million jobs. So this is very good news for the continent because ultimately Nigeria is a hub for the continent. Nigeria needs to advance in aviation so Africa can advance in aviation. So this is really excellent news, and Boeing is absolutely the right partner for this.
The announcement came directly from President Bola Tinubu, whose message was delivered by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akum, at the opening of the Maiden Nigerian International Air Show in Abuja. In that speech, Akum confirmed that the federal government had sealed agreements with Boeing and the UK-based Cranfield University, working alongside two local operators, Aero Contractors and XCJet, to bring the project to life. He revealed that these facilities would be strategically located in Lagos and Abuja, forming two major hubs that are expected to dramatically reshape Nigeria's aviation landscape. The involvement of global partners, elite academic institutions, and specialized local airlines has sparked excitement across the industry and raised the question: is Nigeria preparing to become the new aviation power center of West and Central Africa? To understand the magnitude of this development, it is essential to look back at the foundation that was quietly laid in 2024. That year, Nigeria's aviation minister, Festus Keyamo, signed a memorandum of understanding with Boeing in Seattle, an agreement centered on leasing support, maintenance planning, airport engineering guidance, and technical training. Many dismissed the MOU as another advisory pact that might not lead to anything tangible. But what Nigeria has now unveiled proves that the groundwork was far more strategic than outsiders realized. The discussions from that 2024 agreement have now matured into actual physical infrastructure, brick, steel, and machinery that has the potential to change the rhythm of aviation activity across the continent. Isn't it remarkable how a seemingly simple MOU can evolve into one of the most ambitious aviation projects Africa has seen in decades? Yet, for all the excitement, one detail remains shrouded in mystery: the cost of building the twin state-of-the-art MRO facilities and how the financial burden will be shared among the partners. Interestingly, officials have not disclosed the price tag or funding split, and industry analysts suggest the silence is tied to ongoing negotiations that originated from the 2024 MOU. Could it be that Nigeria is still negotiating favorable terms? Or perhaps Boeing is working out investment models that align with its long-term African strategy? Whatever the case, the absence of those figures has only heightened curiosity. After all, when a project promises to alter aviation economics so dramatically, everyone wants to know what it costs and who is paying for it. But the core motivation behind Nigeria's commitment is not a mystery at all. Year after year, Nigerian airlines spend a staggering $200 million on mandatory overseas maintenance, ferrying aircraft to Europe, the Middle East, and sometimes even Asia for repairs, overhauls, and inspections. This capital flight drains the economy, weakens local airlines, and slows the growth of the aviation ecosystem. By building MRO facilities at home, Nigeria is positioning itself to halt that financial bleeding. The savings alone are enough to transform airline operations, but the ripple effects are even more significant. One must ask, how much longer could Nigeria continue losing hundreds of millions annually without intervening? This project feels like a long overdue corrective measure, a bold declaration that Nigeria will no longer outsource what it can competently build and manage domestically. Beyond the financial savings, Nigeria stands to gain a wealth of additional benefits. The new hubs will create highly skilled jobs, strengthen technical capacity, establish Nigeria as the regional destination for dry leased aircraft, and improve compliance with global standards, an area where Nigeria already ranks #1 in Africa. Passenger traffic is projected to surge from 15.9 million in 2023 to 25.7 million by 2029. And the timing of this infrastructure could not be more perfect. As airports undergo billion-naira overhauls and new bilateral routes emerge, like Air Peace's rapidly growing Lagos-London service, Nigeria is clearly preparing for an aviation boom. One cannot help but wonder, are we witnessing the birth of a new West African aerospace renaissance? Boeing, for its part, also stands to gain immensely by choosing Nigeria as its next major MRO destination, with over 60 African airlines operating about 500 Boeing aircraft and projections that the continent will require more than 1,100 new airplanes over the next 20 years. Boeing needs strong technical and operational hubs in Africa. By embedding itself deeper into Nigeria with its scale, expanding fleet, and central geographic presence, Boeing secures long-term market influence, ensures easier support for African carriers, and strengthens its role in shaping the continent's aviation ecosystem. In many ways, Nigeria offers Boeing the ideal launchpad for long-term African dominance. Could this partnership be Boeing's way of future-proofing its African footprint? Nigeria deserves immense credit for striking such a transformative deal with a world-class aviation titan like Boeing. This kind of partnership reflects strategic thinking, long-term planning, and a confidence that Africa needs more of. As the continent continues fighting for industrial elevation, nations must take bold steps to secure partnerships, both private and public, that align with their development goals. Other African countries can draw inspiration from Nigeria's boldness, ambition, and willingness to negotiate from a position of strength. In the end, Nigeria's new MRO vision is more than an aviation project. It is a statement, a signal that Africa is done waiting for approval, done outsourcing solutions, and ready to build infrastructure that matches global standards. The world may not yet grasp how big this moment truly is, but in time, they will. For now, one question lingers. If Nigeria can pull off a project of this scale, what else might Africa achieve when it decides to dream even bigger? Your perspective matters. What do you make of Nigeria's deal with Boeing to build world-class MRO facilities in the country? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa Wealth and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.